and welcome to Black Community Canada Television News. Here are today's top headlines. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announces his resignation, sparking a leadership race set for March 29, 2025. Toronto police make the largest drug bust in the city's history, seizing $83 million worth of cocaine linked to a cartel. A new U.S. president is inaugurated, signaling potential shifts in North American relations. Stay with us as we bring you more updates on these stories. In a surprising turn of events, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has announced his intention to resign, bringing nearly a decade of leadership to a close. Trudeau will continue to serve until the Liberal Party selects a new leader through a nationwide process. This decision follows internal party challenges and declining public support, with recent polls indicating a potential loss to the opposition, Conservatives, in the forthcoming election.
All know I'm a fighter. Every bone in my body has always told me to fight because I care deeply about Canadians, I care deeply about this country, and I will always be motivated by what is in the best interest of Canadians. And the fact is, despite best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history. That's why this morning I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
The resignation has prompted reactions from various political figures. Notably, U.S. President Donald Trump suggested that Canada consider becoming the 51st state of the United States, citing potential economic and security benefits. Meanwhile, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has reiterated calls for an immediate election, stating the government of Canada is itself spiraling out of control. In the interim, the Liberal Party faces the task of selecting a leader who will guide them through the transitional period. Potential candidates include former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carney and former British Columbia Premier Christy Clark, both of whom expressed gratitude for Trudeau's service. This is a pivotal moment in Canadian politics, with leadership changes and strategic decisions set to shape the nation's future. We will continue to monitor developments closely and provide updates as the situation unfolds. And on January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, marking his return for a second non-consecutive term. His inaugural address promised a golden age for America, focusing on the immigration reform, economic revival, and national security.
Thank you very, very much. Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free.
Trump also criticized the previous administration, vowing to reverse key policies under President Joe Biden. Following the ceremony, he signed several executive orders, including declaring a national emergency at the Mexican border and initiating actions to end birthright citizenship. Additionally, he issued over 1,500 pardons, including for those involved in the January 6th Capitol attack. The inauguration ceremony held inside the Capitol due to cold weather saw a diverse group of dignitaries and included a unique indoor parade at the Capital One Arena. In a notable departure from tradition, an inaugural bell concluded the day's events, with President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump addressing the crowd. The festivities and the subsequent executive actions underscore the bold directions of the administrative team. On January 15, 2025, Brampton Wards 2 and 6 hosted a budget consultation meeting at Faith Gospel Church located in Brampton. The session brought together residents to share ideas, propose solutions, and discuss community priorities for the city's 2025 budget. In attendance were regional councilors Michael Pileshi and Navjeet Kaur Brower, along with Mayor Patrick Brown, who actively participated in the discussions. Also, Black Community Canada television host Ukela Prince was also present to engage with residents and contribute to the dialogue.
And there is a proposal. I mean, for sure there is a proposal. And every time the proposal is shown, it's changed. Okay, approved by the city. So proposal is different, and the reality.
So it's a new year, and we had this presentation. We have the councillors for Ward 2 and 6, presentations. A lot of people say they are satisfied and all that. So, but looking at the city, what's unique about this year's budget for you?
Well, we want to make sure we give everyone who is a resident a chance to share their feedback, to make sure their voice is heard. And it's a budget I think balances fiscal prudence and responsibility with the need to make key strategic investments in our city's recreation, transportation, and healthcare system.
Wow. If I'm not mistaken, I heard you saying about 2.9 increase?
2.9% increase, which is one of the lowest in the GTA.
Wow. What do you think will be most challenging in this year's budget?
Well, there's always challenges: interest rates, inflationary pressures, labor shortages. But we're doing our best to mitigate those challenges.
Oh, nice. Ryan Alcock.
Ryan Alcock. Yeah. So tell me about tonight. What were your input on this whole presentation?
I think it is very important to have, right? And it is important to share our thoughts because if you don't know what table you're sitting at, you won't know what chair to bring. And with that in mind, this allowed us to put some of the ideas that we were thinking about on the table that were going to be meaningful. Hence why I brought up
but how satisfied were you?
No, I was pretty satisfied. I mean, this is my first budget meeting, so I'm not. I didn't have much expectation. Sure. But the thing is, the most important thing is that you feel heard, listened to, and engaged with, and I think that was very important.
This meeting was one of several across the city aimed at ensuring the budget reflects the voices and needs of Brampton's diverse community. And on January 22nd, 2025, a community safety town hall meeting was held at the Jim Archdeacon Recreation Center in Brampton as well, bringing together residents of Wards 2 and 6 to discuss pressing safety concerns and solutions. Organized by Peel Regional Police in collaboration with Councillors Michael Paleshi and Navjeet Kaur Brar, the event ran from 7 to 8:30, focusing on current safety issues, crime prevention, and strategies for improving neighborhood security.
The investments made by this community in its police service, we were able to increase our auto theft unit, I want to say by 20 to 25%. And
we don't have enough officers to respond to priority one calls. We need to make sure the chief has the resources to do his job. When I say priority one calls, those are, calls where someone's life is at risk.
Joining the discussion were representatives from the Peel Regional Police, Brampton's Community Safety and Wellbeing Office, and Bylaw Services, emphasizing a collaborative approach to public safety. Black Community Canada Television's host, Ukella Prince, was also in attendance, actively taking part and engaging with the residents to bring their voices to a wider audience.
A lot of steps have been taken in terms of speed humps in certain streets, the cameras, which I'm a huge advocate for. You want to speed in front of a school and take my kids' life in your hands, then you just definitely deserve a ticket. All the way to a greater number of police presence. We've pushed for. I personally got 23 division up and running, not up and running, but on the books to be built. It's currently under construction, so I'm very proud of that.
So many residents coming here, especially at our town hall. We were talking about community safety, talking about Stonegate, Interheights, particularly those areas that are getting targeted by crime. And I think Peel Police is really talking about how we can prevent crime, how we can help them solve these crimes, and also come together as a community to help them sort out these crimes.
My name is Deputy Mark Andrews with Peel Police, and I'm here tonight speaking with the Heart Lake community about some concerns that the community has around some incidents that have occurred and about ongoing issues in the community, and trying to help the community understand the role that they play and the police play in community safety and well-being. A tremendous crowd tonight, tremendous event. There's a lot of information exchanged.
The town hall served as a platform for open dialogue, fostering stronger community partnerships to enhance safety across the entire region. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre hosted a pivotal roundtable discussion addressing Canada's economic future. A significant highlight from this event was Poilievre's announcement that a Conservative government would reverse the Liberal government's recent increase in the capital gains tax, a move he described as a job-killing tax that threatens to drive businesses and investments out of the country. Black Community Canada Television host Ukella Prince was also in attendance, taking part in all the discussions and bringing forward the perspectives from the Black community and from the GTA.
Hello, my name is Ukella Prince, and I'm glad to be here with you today, here in Sheraton, right here by the airport, in Mississauga, where we had a media chat with Mr. Pierre Poilievre, the leader for the Conservative Party, that is possibly going to be the Prime Minister.
Prove it. Put the names up. It's very interesting. Justin Trudeau goes out and makes allegations against other Canadians, but he says he can't tell you who those other Canadians are. He can't give you any of the evidence. This is insane. Release the names now. I have nothing to fear, and nor should he, unless, that is, he and the Liberal Party are as compromised as I suspect they are. Thank you.
Moving on. It was a great section with leader of the opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre. We had question and answers questions, and was able to answer some of the questions convincingly. So we hope most of the promises he makes during this section will be fulfilled once he eventually becomes the Prime Minister of Canada.
It was a great night. It was a very great night, to meet our forthcoming the Prime Minister of Canada. I'm so grateful.
You're sure he's going to win?
Of course, he's already there.
Really?
We voted him already.
Really?
Yeah.
Even before the election? That's interesting.
He's already there.
I can see you're in a high spirit. Eh?
I am. Actually, we are very satisfied and hoping that we Canadians will support him, to be able to accomplish all the plans that he has.
This roundtable underscored the Conservative Party's commitment to implementing what they term common sense economic policies aimed at fostering growth and reversing measures they believe hinder job creation. And that's all for today on Black Community Canada Television News. Thank you for joining us as we keep you informed and empowered. Stay safe, stay engaged, and always stay blessed. Until next time.